Challenge time! What is up, YouTube? I am Nintendo Man 64, bringing you guys another playthrough of another game. I decided I'm going to play another Pokemon game, and I'm going to challenge myself. This is the Pokemon Yellow playthrough for Nintendo Man 64, with an added twist, the KETCHUM challenge. What does that mean? Simple! I can only use Pokemon that KETCHUM used in his journey through the Kanto region and the Orange Islands. Every other Pokemon, obviously, is disqualified, which includes all the other Pokemon that you could find in this region that he doesn't own. That is not acceptable, yada yada yada, you guys get the drill. There really isn't much else you can do with this setup because it's pretty much just a repeat of the first game, so I guess we should just get started. I will go in depth on the rules, however. Rule number 1. You can only use KETCHUM Pokemon, such as Pikachu and Charizard and Snorlax and all those. I can't use Nidoking, Dragonite, Arcanine, all those cool Pokemon I used in Fire Red. I cannot use them, unfortunately. But you guys get the point at this point. Rule number 2. The smaller evolved forms of these Pokemon are acceptable. What do I mean by this? If he catches a Pokemon in its middle or final evolutionary stage, or uses a Pokemon in its middle to final evolutionary stage, I can use said Pokemon. This includes Mankey, Ghastly, Grimer, and Pidgey. Now, I don't really think I had a problem with Pidgey in this LP. By the way, this is an after recording session in case you didn't realize, because, well, I don't really know how to do this thing right. Actually, I do, but it got screwed up, so I just decided against it. But anyway, moving on. Rule number 2 is that. Rule number 3, this is a big one. I cannot evolve a Pokemon unless Ash evolved it in the series. Which means, even though you have access to both Bulbasaur, so all 3 Kanto starters, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, I can only evolve Charmander. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting challenge here. I really did forget just how, like, wonky the effects were. I mean, this in 1998 was state-of-the-art. Or 1999 in this case. But I don't care, I still love this play. I still love this game, and I love this music. Always gives me feels. But yeah, this is going to be my first challenge LP. I'm not really sure how to do these, since I usually just play a game for the sake of playing it. And I just went around a circle of the Oak Lab for some weird reason, but whatever. But as you can see, Professor Oak is not there, and instead of having 3 Pokeballs on his desk, you only see 1. Wow, Professor Oak has downgraded. Yeah! I did name them Ash and Gary to stay in sync with the anime. There really is no reason not to, especially since this is the KETCHUM challenge. That was close. Wild Pokemon live in husks of corn. But the reason this game was made was to coincide not only with the success of the anime, but to make the game a bit more interesting. Originally, all of the Pokemon games, at least from what I've heard, were supposed to have an extra Pokemon to use, or you were going to be able to have access to all 3 starters in all the other special games, such as Yellow and Crystal and Emerald and Platinum. But they ended up changing that here. But I guess that's totally fine with me. I mean, starting out with Pikachu is definitely not a problem. I love Pikachu. A lot of people in Pokemon Yellow, however, don't use Pikachu throughout the bulk of the game, which is very surprising to me, because, in case you didn't know, you can turn Pikachu into an extremely effective Pokemon, even without being able to evolve it. Which is one of the rules of this game. The Pikachu you start with in this game, you cannot evolve. So that's pretty damn interesting if I do say so myself. They did change the starters up a wee bit, and it's kind of interesting the way they did it. You would only have 1 option of a starter Pokemon. We're initially supposed to get this Pokemon, which ends up being an Eevee. I don't think I'm spoiling it for anybody, since you guys... I'm pretty sure you guys knew this was coming. and I wanted to rub it in. I'll get a better Pokemon than you. He's such a freaking crybaby. Look at him. He's such a freaking crybaby, and he just shoves me to the side. What an ass. But we'll prove him wrong. Pikachu is a far superior Pokemon anyway. Damn freaking straight. I'm not sure how long these episodes are going to be. I've only recorded up to, I believe, the SSN at this point. So, I'm going to do 1 or 2 real recordings tonight. Upload maybe a couple of them tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. But we get Pikachu, and I'm not giving them nicknames because Ash didn't give any of his Pokemon nicknames, at least as far as I know of. Especially in, especially in the first movie, where you have, the 2 trainers that are there alongside Ash to battle Mewtwo have Blastoise and Venusaur that they train, and Ash is like, he doesn't have a nickname, but I'll throw out Charizard. And this was before his Charizard was tamed, so... yeah, but don't worry, we'll be a much better trainer than, Ash Ketchum was. I have very good confidence in my abilities. Especially because of Pikachu. And the fact that this is, I believe, is the most powerful... or at the point was the most powerful move you could get as a starter. I think. I don't know. I don't remember Scratch's strength. I think it's only 35. And you didn't get Pound as a, frick. I don't think you got Pound as a, first move until Totodile in the 2nd generation. But I digress. This fight was like a pushover. I know I lose a lot of health on this hit, but that's Pikachu, and Pikachu doesn't have good defense to begin with, but you know what? I love Pikachu so much that I'm gonna use Pikachu. From the start to the finish of this game because I love Pikachu that much. And of course, because Ash always had it in the anime, so there's really no reason for me to change any of that up. However, I will say I'm not going to have his entire team set up for the long haul. As I've said before, I know generally the team that I want to assemble. It's gonna be difficult, but what? Oh yeah, the Pikachu comes out of the Pokeball. This was where the mechanic in Gen 2 started, where if your Pokemon traveled alongside... oh wait, no, I think it was just Gen 4. I don't remember, I haven't played Gold or Silver in a long time, so... let's see. He don't like me. Oh, this is gonna be a start of a wonderful friendship, Pikachu. I already don't like you, and you already don't like me. No, I do love Pikachu. That's about as low as you can get in the personality values for Pikachu. In this episode, I go up to Viridian City, and I get, frig, what do I get? I get the Oaks Parcel, but that's about it. You really didn't have to go that much farther. The next episode, I do a lot more. I think I end up getting to Pewter in the next one, which includes all the side missions, all the battling, all the Pokemon I catch. But I'm going to be over-leveling my Pokemon because the gyms in this version are a lot harder than they were in the first version. That I remember. The first 2 gyms are pretty straightforward. Like the Brock and Misty's gyms, I'm 90% sure don't change at all. But once you get to Lieutenant Surge, you realize, wow, the level of, Pokemon difficulty just skyrocketed, and it gets worse, trust me. Ugh. But it's gonna be very difficult doing this LP because of not only of my standards, but really, I've never really built an Ash Ketchum team before. Even in this game, like, my normal team in Pokemon Yellow is Pikachu, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Kadabra, and Kangaskhan. I really love that. I really love Kangaskhan in this generation. I don't know why, but I don't use it in any other generation. But yeah, that's the team I usually assemble on this journey. I really wanted to level Pikachu up here because I wanted Pikachu to like me. I was so sad and distraught that Pikachu didn't like me, so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna level the crap out of Pikachu here. And once it gets to level 8, which should be right there, you go. So right now, we can let Pikachu like us. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Yeah, I'm really not gonna show much else of the game, like tutorials and all that stuff, because this is just a speed run. Like I said, like I wanted to get this out before the remake of Pokemon Yellow comes out for the 3DS. I'm not gonna be playing that because I don't own a 3DS at the moment. Mine broke, and Shroomi's being a dick and he won't let me borrow his, even though he's going away to frickin' college soon. Ass. And let's look at Pikachu stats. Ah, the good old days before there was special defense. This makes Pokemon so much more broken, but whatever. And see if Pikachu likes me now. Yes, he does! How nice. I love Pikachu. We go in and get the Oaks parcel, and I believe that is an episode. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm Nintendo Man 64. Join me next time where we do more Pokemon Yellow shenanigans. This is pretty much just going to be an LP where I talk a bit about the game, maybe some funny things. But mostly this is going to be like an LP that I can do updates from and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. I'm Nintendo Man 64. And, yeah, pretty much it. See you guys next time. Saya freaking Nara.